This isn't magic, and it isn't a chemical miracle from a big box store. You are looking at a transformation from struggling, nutrient-starved runts to an explosive jungle of productivity in less than a week. Most gardeners look at their wood ash and toss it in the compost pile or, worse, the trash, thinking it's just waste. But hidden inside that gray dust is a potent reserve of water-soluble potassium and calcium that plants crave desperately. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to unlock that power using a simple fermentation method that turns ordinary ash into liquid gold fertilizer. This method doesn't just feed your plants, it jolts them awake. You will walk away with the exact recipe to make your vegetable garden unrecognizable in a matter of days. Everything begins with the quality of your ash, because not all fires are created equal. You need to start by collecting clean, white or gray hardwood ash from a wood stove or a dedicated fire pit. We call this clean ash because it must come from untreated, unpainted wood. Think oak, maple, or fruit woods. You absolutely cannot use ash from charcoal briquettes, which are loaded with chemical binders and heavy metals that will poison your soil rather than heal it. The visual cue you are looking for is a fine, light-colored powder. If you see large chunks of black charcoal, sift them out. Those black chunks are biochar, which is great for soil structure in the long run. But for this rapid growth fermentation trick, we need the immediate solubility of the fine white dust where the potassium is most concentrated. Once you have your source material, you have to understand why we ferment or steep it rather than just sprinkling it dry. Dry ash is incredibly alkaline and can burn wet plant leaves instantly, like a chemical burn. It also takes weeks to break down in the soil before the roots can actually drink it up. By creating a liquid concentrate, we are pre-digesting the nutrients for the plants. We are taking that calcium, which builds strong cell walls, and that potassium, which regulates water and triggers flowering, and suspending them in water. This makes the nutrients bioavailable the second they hit the dirt. You aren't waiting for rain to wash it in. You are delivering an intravenous shot of energy directly to the root zone. Now we move to the actual extraction process, which acts very much like brewing a powerful tea. You will need a standard 5-gallon bucket and a source of hot water. The ratio here is critical. You want approximately 1 cup of sifted wood ash for every gallon of water. For a concentrated mother brew, you might mix 5 cups of ash into a 5-gallon bucket filled with water. The secret ingredient here is heat. While you can do this with cold water over a few weeks, using boiling hot water speeds up the chemical reaction, drawing out the potassium salts almost immediately. Pour the boiling water over the ash, causing it to hiss and bubble slightly as the air escapes the dust. This agitation is the start of your solution coming to life. Stir this mixture vigorously with a long stick or a dedicated paint stirrer until you create a gray, swirling vortex. You want every single particle of ash to make contact with the water. Once it is thoroughly mixed, cover the bucket loosely with a lid or a cloth to keep out debris and insects, but allow it to breathe. This is where the fermentation or steeping magic happens. Let this sit for 24 to 48 hours. During this time, the heavy solids, the calcium carbonate and unburned bits, will settle to the bottom as a sludge, while the water above will turn a yellowish or brownish hue. That colored water is your liquid gold. It is now supercharged with soluble potash, potassium oxide, and trace minerals like magnesium, ready for your plants to drink. This next step is where most enthusiastic gardeners fail and accidentally hurt their garden. This liquid concentrate is extremely potent and has a very high pH, likely around 10 or 11, which is incredibly alkaline. You cannot pour this straight onto your plants, or you will shock the roots and block nutrient uptake. You must dilute this concentrate before it goes anywhere near your soil. The golden rule for safety is a 1:10 ratio. Take 1 cup of your settled ash tea, carefully dipping from the top to avoid the sludge at the bottom, and mix it into 10 cups of fresh neutral water in your watering can. This brings the pH down to a manageable level while keeping the nutrient load high enough to trigger that growth explosion we saw earlier. Before you apply this, you need to know which plants will love it and which will hate it. This mixture is a nectar of the gods for fruiting crops like tomatoes, peppers, squash, and cucumbers, as well as root vegetables like beets and carrots. They crave the potassium for fruit set and root development. However, you must keep this far away from acid-loving plants like blueberries, azaleas, or hydrangeas. If you give them this alkaline brew, their leaves will turn yellow and they will stop growing because you have locked out their ability to absorb iron. Knowing your target is just as important as making the fertilizer. This trick is a scalpel, not a shotgun. use it precisely on the crops that are hungry for what it offers. The application method dictates how fast you see results. For the explode in days effect, you want to apply this diluted solution as a soil drench at the base of the plant, preferably in the early morning or late evening when the evaporation rate is low. Gently water the soil around the drip line of the plant, that's the area directly under the outer circumference of the leaves, ensuring the liquid soaks down to where the feeder roots are. Do not splash this on the foliage. Even diluted, the salts can cause leaf burn if the sun hits them. As the liquid permeates the soil, the potassium ions attach to soil particles and are almost instantly swapped into the root hairs. You will likely see the plants perk up within 24 hours as water regulation improves. Within 3 to 4 days, the real transformation begins. The new leaves that emerge will be darker green, thicker, and more robust thanks to the calcium. You will notice a sudden flush of flowers on your tomatoes and peppers, because potassium is the key signal for reproduction. It acts like a switch that tells the plant, "We have resources, it's time to reproduce." This isn't just vegetative growth, it is productive growth. You are pushing the plant into its next life cycle stage faster and with more vigor than it could have achieved on its own. Consistency is the final piece of the puzzle, but overdoing it is a risk. You should treat this fermented wood ash tea as a supplement, not a water replacement. Using this method once every 2 weeks during the active growing season is the sweet spot for most vegetable gardens. Between applications, watch your plants closely. They will tell you if they are happy. If you see the tips of leaves starting to brown, you may be over-applying or not diluting enough. Back off for a few weeks. If you see explosive growth and heavy fruit sets, you are right on target. Another subtle benefit you will notice is pest resistance. Plants that have high Brix levels, sugar content, and strong cell walls from calcium are much harder for pests like aphids and hornworms to attack. A healthy, rapidly growing plant has a natural immune system that weak plants lack. So, by applying this ash tea, you aren't just fertilizing, you are armoring your garden against invaders. You will find yourself using fewer organic pesticides because the plants are fighting their own battles effectively. It is a holistic cycle where waste from your wood stove protects the food on your table. This is the payoff. We went from yellowing, sad seedlings to a harvest that is literally weighing down the branches. We took a waste product, wood ash, steeped it to unlock its potassium and calcium potential, diluted it to safe levels, and fed it to the plants that needed it most. The result is a garden that produces more food, faster, and with zero chemical inputs. It is efficient, it is organic, and best of all, it is free. If you are ready to stop buying expensive fertilizers and start using what you already have to grow the best garden of your life, I need you to do 3 things right now. Hit that like button if you learned something new today. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next deep dive into soil science. And leave a comment below. Do you use wood ash in your garden, or have you been throwing it away? I want to hear your stories. Go brew some ash tea and watch your garden explode.